Hi, my name is Irina and welcome to my channel, which is all about walking and walking Camino de Santiago specifically. If this is the first video on my channel that you came across, I have walked several Caminos in the past 2 years. I've walked solo, with a friend, with my teenage kids, and every time it was a completely different and life-changing experience in a way. In my everyday life, along with taking daily walks, I love to help people and motivate people to step on the path of self-growth, self-discovery, self-search, changing their life, changing their mindset, stepping out of the victim mentality and stepping into the creator's mentality. And I'm all about change, I'm all about transformation, I'm all about mindfulness, and I truly believe that it's us who creates our own reality. And your own reality shapes depending on how you look at things and how you approach life and how you approach different experiences in life. I'm a theta healing practitioner, meditation teacher, soon to be a yoga teacher. I offer one-on-one mentorship programs, and I'm also a numerologist. And I anticipate some of the skepticism here about numerology, and I'm gonna step in and tell you a little bit about what numerology is. So numerology has nothing to do with fortune telling. It's an incredible tool based on ancient wisdom and modern statistics that help us understand ourselves better and our life better. It helps us understand why certain things are happening in our life and what are the lessons we're here to learn. And I strongly believe that there is a profound reason for everything that happens in your life. And I look at life as a lifelong classroom, and we're here to learn certain lessons, and we're here to unlock different potentials of ours, different values and qualities. And we are here to discover that one by one. And I have a whole set of tools that I use to help people with that. And this is one of the reasons why people actually go on the Camino. A lot of people go on the Camino at the moment when they feel stuck in life. They don't know what to do further. Life is changing and they need to change themselves, they need to rediscover themselves, they need to reconnect. A lot of people are looking for purpose, a lot of people are looking for themselves. But all in all, we can say that people are going on the Camino for a change. And I don't think you can deny that every single one of us who has ever walked the Camino did not experience some sort of change, did not experience some sort of a challenge, did not experience some sort of a way to step out of the comfort zone and look at life at a different perspective. And I would love for you to share your experiences, your Camino lessons, and anything you would like to share about the Camino in the comments below. I love to hear people's stories. I love to hear about Camino miracles and Camino lessons and like a life change and transformation experiences. And in the future, I'd love to bring more people's stories, not only mine, but other people's incredible stories on this channel and interviews and stuff like that. So if you'd like to be a part of it, if you'd like to share your story, please leave it in the comment. And now let's get back to numerology and life lessons. And sometimes in life, we find ourselves at a spot where we actually don't know why certain things keep happening again and again and again. And I think everybody at some point has been at that spot where they feel stuck, where they don't know. They don't know anymore what's happening and they're looking for answers. And that's why I love numerology, because this is the perfect moment to bring a tool like this. Just by looking at your date of birth, you can see what stage of life you are at, what life lessons you are actually going through right now, and why certain things are happening in your life. This is why I decided to do something completely different on this channel and combine these two passions of mine, walking the Camino and numerology, together, and I decided to create an episode about what lessons you might learn when walking the Camino based on your date of birth. So we're gonna go through all of them. We're gonna talk about your strengths and weaknesses at the same time, and I'm gonna try to guess how you're likely to approach the Camino and what challenges you might have on the Camino. Stay tuned. Now, first of all, let's find a number that we're going to analyze. If you're born between the 1st and the 22nd, you leave your birth date as is. This is the number you take, and this is the number I'm gonna give you a description for. If you're born between the 23rd and the 31st, we're gonna put the 2 digits together. For example, I was born on the 28th, so I'm gonna do 2 plus 8, which gives me a 10. So 10 is my number. And now we're gonna look at these numbers from 1 to 22, one by one. Okay, let's start with number 1. You are a leader, and even if you are avoiding taking leadership, even if you are avoiding leading people and taking a leader's role, you are a leader at your core. And in this life, you're supposed to lead people. You also love to plan and control everything. And I see you preparing for your Camino well in advance. You probably have an itinerary printed out. You probably have everything pre-planned, pre-booked, and you probably have a clear vision of how each day is gonna go. Am I right? And while this is an amazing quality, but the more you try to plan, the more you try to control the outcome, the more life is gonna push you in a different direction, and things are not gonna go the way you are expecting them to go. So if that is happening, life is just trying to teach you to be flexible and let go of control. Yes, there are situations when it's amazing to be able to take the role of a leader and to take control and to take responsibility. Yes, undeniable, but there are situations that you can't control. They're just out of your control. And you really have to learn to trust the process and trust that everything is gonna happen the best way possible for you. And because not only the situations you are trying to control and like your life, but it also a lot of times it actually concerns other people in your life. Everything should be the way you decided it to be or you want it to be, but it's not always possible. And it's not fair for other people, and it's not really easy for the people who are in your life. So if you haven't learned that lesson yet of letting go of control, Camino is probably going to challenge you on that. And there is going to be either like missed up albergue reservation or unexpected rain, unexpected change of plans. And you're going to have to, you know what, say, I give in. Like, I really give in and I trust. So my challenge for you for your next Camino is to let go of control and go with as little planning as possible. I know you probably think that this is crazy, but take at least a few days when you start the day not knowing where you're gonna end this and you don't know where you're gonna sleep tonight. Just challenge yourself with that. Take at least one day when you are just gonna say, you know what? Camino, bring me where I'm supposed to go. Take the unexpected roads, take an unexpected twist, take detours to go see amazing places. And that would be a very good therapy for you. Buen Camino. If you're born on the 2nd, you're all about harmony and connection. And for you, collaborations, partnerships, companionships is everything. It's essential. You strive on them. But the thing is, you tend to get into codependent relationships. And here we're not only talking about love relationship, any type of relationship. And sometimes you can even struggle to take decisions on your own. And let me guess, you're probably gonna walk the Camino with someone. You're probably even scared to walk the Camino alone. Am I right? You have a very strong intuition. And at some point, the life or the Camino are gonna teach you to listen to yourself and take decisions on your own and to build that stamina, that inner foundation, inner strength, and depend only on yourself. And I would really love to challenge you to take your next Camino alone. Or at least take a few days, at least one day by yourself. Even if you're going with your partner, just agree that you're gonna see each other at the end of the day at an albergue, but walk the day alone. That would be an amazing experience and therapy for you. Just to listen to yourself and rely on yourself and take the decisions independently. If you're born on the 3rd and the 30th, you're probably the life of the party. You have like this charisma and very attractive energy. You're always surrounded by people, and even if you are not trying to be in the spotlight, you probably end up to catch the attention, be the center of attention. You're very family oriented, you're very creative, very artistic, but with every strength there comes a weakness. And your weakness, guys, is not being able to control your emotions. Like, you're really dependent on your emotions. You are like, you're constantly on an emotional swing, and your days, your decisions, they depend on your emotions. That can really get in the way of your life choices and like living your life, building partnerships. So for you on your next Camino, I really challenge you guys to spend some time alone and really dive in. Maybe do some meditation, walking meditations. You really need to like close your eyes on the outwards and open your eyes on the inwards, like in your inner world. And you need to take those emotions under control. You need to understand them first. So maybe do a lot of journaling, and you need to unlock that creative potential. If you haven't yet in your life, for example, found your passion, it could be painting, it could be poetry writing, book writing, doesn't matter. Camino is a great way. It's a great way for you to discover what you are passionate about in terms of creativity and something artistic. I hope that helps, and buen Camino. If you're born on the 4th and the 31st, I know you, I see you, you love stability, structure, and routines. And you've probably researched every detail of the Camino, from the best walking shoes to the most efficient daily mileage. But here's the thing. Camino wants you to, and life wants you to get rid of that rigidity. And sometimes the best moments happen when they happen unexpectedly. So my challenge for you on the Camino is to be spontaneous and say yes to the tour, take a day off to explore, or even walk without a clear destination in mind. Also, another thing, you guys are workaholics, so you love to work, but by working too much, you neglect your body. But your power and your strength is actually, it unlocks when, and your potential unlocks when you're connected with your body. And in everyday life, the more you rest, the more you let yourself to rest, like go for a massage, go for a spa, and like really take care of your body, like connect with your body, like on literally, the more money you get. So also for your next Camino, I challenge you to reconnect with your body and listen to your body's needs, and take a rest day. For you, it's a must. And if you find a spa on the way or an opportunity to go get a massage, go for it. Buen Camino. If you're born on the 5th and the 23rd, you guys are natural adventurers. And let me guess, you're here for the thrill of the unknown. You crave new experiences, and you probably love the idea of exploring every hidden corner of the Camino. But here's the thing, your biggest challenge in life is discipline and routine. You're actually thriving on lack of stability. You love change, but too much of it can leave you scattered and ungrounded. And the Camino for you is a chance to embrace routine. So it's an opportunity to create and discover living in a rhythm. You wake up, you walk, eat, find an albergue, you rest. And that discipline can actually be freeing for you. Another gift you have is teaching. You are natural teachers and you love to learn. You're probably learning something all your life, and you have a gift of learning something and just passing on this information in a very easy way for others, like easy to understand. The Camino is a great way to embrace that and to look at the Camino as a lesson, and to see like what life lessons the Camino is trying to teach you. Also to look at every person, every pilgrim you meet, every encounter you have on the Camino as a learning opportunity. What can I learn from this person? Even if you are completely different levels and stages in life, every person can be our teacher. And also the Camino is a great way for you to pass your wisdom. And just don't preach, not on the Camino, not in every day-to-day life, pass your wisdom. Even just a simple word that you can say can be a life-changing experience for another person. I hope that helps. Buen camino. If you're born on the 6th and the 24th, you guys are the caregivers. You're always looking out for everybody else, and let me guess, on the Camino, you're probably the one carrying snacks for everybody and asking everyone if they're all right and trying to help people. You like comfort, you like everything pretty, everything aesthetically pleasing. You're probably not gonna stay in the municipal albergues. Most probably, if we go back to caring about other people, sometimes in the negative mindset, you go too much into people pleasing and you completely forget about yourself and you're lacking self-love. You are looking for love and for appreciation from people because you don't have it inside. You really care about what people think about you. You lack self-confidence. There is probably something about yourself, about your looks that you don't like. And the Camino is a chance for you to focus on you and to learn to put yourself first, to discover what self-love actually means. And if you're struggling with that, with self-love, set an intention for your next Camino to discover what self-love truly is. Self-love is being comfortable with yourself, feeling that you are loved, even if there is nobody around you. You know your worth, you know what you want, what you like, and you would not settle for anything less. You will never look for that approval and validation from others just to feel good about yourself. You will feel good about yourself no matter what. And I hope you really find that, or at least make a few first steps towards discovering what true self-love really is. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 7th and the 25th, you guys are the warriors. You're very driven and goal-oriented. You love to move. You don't like when everything is slow. When people are slow, you hate it. And let me guess, you're probably setting yourself a target. How many kilometers a day you're gonna walk? And that's probably gonna be around 40 or 50 kilometers a day if you were able to do it. And you're really determined to achieve it. But here is the thing, your strength can also be your challenge. And sometimes you get so focused on reaching your goal that you forget to enjoy the journey and you don't know how to enjoy the present moment. You push your body to the limits, almost it's as if you are in a competition with yourself or with others. So my challenge for you on the Camino is to slow down your pace. The Camino isn't a race, especially for you, it's not a race. It's an experience. Go as slow as possible. That would be a real challenge for you. And try to enjoy every single moment. Take breaks, enjoy the scenery, enjoy the sounds, enjoy the conversations, enjoy that coffee, really enjoy it. So the lesson for you is finding balance, finding that sweet spot between the drive and the presence. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 8th and the 26th, number 8 is all about money and justice. And if we talk about the money briefly, you guys have a gift of seeing all the opportunities and possibilities to make money. Whether you do it or not, that's a different question, but you have a talent to make money where nobody else can. But if we talk about justice, let me guess, at some point in life, you definitely had a struggle with justice or the fairness of the world. And things might seem for you as unfair, unjust, like you are all about justice, that how things should be. And in your life, I'm pretty sure you have faced some sort of betrayals from people, pretty much 100%. Your life lesson here is to learn to forgive and to accept people the way they are. Your strength and weakness at the same time. Your strength is that you love to help others. Like sometimes you help without others even asking you to help. You just offer your help. But then you expect the same treatment in return, and then you don't get it. And at the end of the day, you get disappointed in people and you don't trust people anymore. You really start to avoid close connections. So on the Camino, a challenge for you could be being in a group, like really being a part of a Camino family, for example, and following other people and building those close connections, because on the Camino, all the connections built, it's really remarkable. It's really something. Like, being a part of the Camino family it's an amazing experience. It's as if, you know, like you spent a few days with people and you feel like you've known them forever. You become so close, closer than with some people in everyday to day life. But you might struggle with that just because you are scared of being betrayed and you are scared to lose control and scared to be hurt. Also, you might struggle with different situations on the Camino, that something is unfair, something is not going your way, somebody caught you in line, you didn't get the same treatment as somebody else, you know, like this moments and situations of injustice. But for you, the lesson is to embrace life as it is, not the way it should be, but it's just as it is, you know, and really learn and dive in the concept of what justice really is. And you can look at every situation as being really fair for you and being really beneficial for you. Even if it's absolutely unfair, you can find why this is beneficial for you. So I really challenge you to collaborate with people on the Camino. Really find your group and help people without expecting anything in return. I challenge you also to open up. And also I challenge for you to think about all the people and all maybe the betrayals, all the unfair situations in your life in the past. Journal about them and really forgive people. Like, really forgive and let go of those situations, and just embrace the concept that life is fair in its own way. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 9th and the 27th, you are philosophers. You have a very interesting view of life. You have a very philosophical and deep and spiritual approach to life. You really appreciate your personal space. You like to work in your own pace, and you're all about helping people. You really love to help people. Again, every strength comes with a weakness. And your weakness could be either you're isolating yourself and you love to be alone too much. You are really avoiding any, like, building a relationship, any close contacts, forming partnerships and stuff. And you might have an imposter syndrome, and you might have trouble with actually getting out there in the world and saying, look, I am doing this, I'm offering this for this and that price. You don't value what you do. You settle for a super low salary, you set a super low price for the service that you offer and stuff like that. Another weakness could be that you help people too much. You just give everything you have and you start serving people without necessarily taking care of yourself, and you spread yourself thin. So for this Camino, my challenge for you is to take some time for yourself and reconnect with yourself, recharge yourself so that you can continue giving your best to the world. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 10th or the 28th, you guys are super lucky, and I know that firsthand. You're one of those people who others may look at and say, wow, they're so lucky. And that's true. You might think of something and all the doors just open for you. You meet the people that help you. The stars align, the situations develop in the way that's beneficial for you. All the pieces of the puzzle just connect on their own. But again, every strength comes with a weakness, and your weakness is the same as for number 1, is to let go of control and to trust the process, to delegate. And I know this firsthand. I think I always trust that everything is gonna go the way the best for me. But sometimes I get too impatient. When something is not happening on my terms, when it's taking too long, I start to control. I start to step in and I start to solve the situation by myself. But for number 10 and for number 1 and the 28th, the challenge is actually to let go. Like, let go, give in, and wait. Stop fighting. Stop fighting the flow. You need to embrace the idea that everything is happening in the best way possible for you and in the best time frame possible for you. So the challenge for you on the Camino is also the same as for number 1, is to let go of control. Plan the Camino as little as possible, or at least spend a few days with no plan and just say, you know what, Camino, lead the way. Just trust the Camino will provide, and you are the one who is able to actually experience those Camino miracles that I talk about in so many of my videos. You are able to see the signs, and probably in life you always see the signs, you know, and if you actually learn to do it, you'll see that the universe, whatever you call it, it talks to you all the time and it's sending you clear signs. It always communicates with you. You just need to be reconnected with yourself. And I'm going to tell you a very good indicator for you to see whether you're on the right path or not. When you start struggling in life and like things do not align, when life becomes full of obstacles, it means that you are not in alignment with yourself and you are not in alignment with your path, and you just need to get back in your flow. Because for you guys, number 10 and number 28, life should be easy. Life should be a flow. Life should be full of connection, seeing the signs, and that's your strength. What can we do? I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 11th or the 29th, you guys are very strong, both physically and mentally. And let me guess, you're one of those people who love to be active, and you'll probably push yourself to walk as far as possible each day. And you thrive on inner strength and resilience. But here's the thing, strength that you are given as an energy, when it's not used properly and correctly and in the right way, or when it's not used, it can turn into aggression. It could be either an external aggression towards other people, situations, life, or it can be an internal aggression towards yourself. And here comes a lot of judgment, self-judgment, negative self-talk. All these self-critical voices in your head can become your biggest enemy. You need to remember that this strength, both emotional and physical, is given to you to create something, you know, to help other people. And for you, it's actually very good, either on the Camino or in life, to help people, to give. So I challenge you on this Camino to help as much as you can, to help as much as possible in any situation, opportunity. Take this opportunity to transform this energy of power, inner power, into something positive in life. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 12th, you're very creative and you always look at things from a completely different perspective, not the way other people do. You're always able to come up with very unique solutions, very original ideas, but your weakness could be that you give too much. You serve others selflessly, and while it's very beautiful, it often leaves you feeling drained and stuck in the victim mentality. You give, and then you complain that no one gives back. So my challenge for you on the Camino is to be selfish. Yes, you heard me. Be selfish. Put yourself first. Focus on your needs. Replenish your energy and only help others from a place of abundance. And you're allowed to take this time for yourself. Be selfish. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 13th, you're all about transformation, and you can take something that's not working and you can turn it into a masterpiece. But here's the thing, you might be scared of change. And even though transformation is your greatest strength, in a negative mindset, when you didn't embrace that power and the talent of yours, transformation, you might resist it. And you hold on to things, you hold on to memories, emotions, and even physical clutter. You might be holding on to the past and be scared to let go of things, situations, work, partners, connections, and stuff like that, because it just feels safe. But in fact, it's your strength to actually embrace the change and show people that it's not scary to change your life. It's not scary to step into the unknown. And I challenge you on the Camino to shed. Take this time and dive in and really think of something that you still hold on to that's not serving you anymore. It could be any memories, any connections, any mindset, any blueprints that you might have, any limiting beliefs, and let go of it. Or if you have trouble, for example, with letting go of things and you like to keep everything at home, then I challenge you on the Camino to leave something behind. Maybe even your favorite thing in the backpack, just leave it behind. Or another good trick for you is there is a tradition on the Camino to carry a rock. So at the beginning of your path, you pick up a rock and you decide what it symbolizes, right? So for you, it could be something that you would like to leave behind. It could be your fear, again, your limiting belief, anything. And you carry this rock with you all the way, and then it's either at the end of your Camino or whenever you feel like you're ready to let go, you just leave it. Along the Camino, you're gonna see a lot of spots where people leave their rocks. I hope that helps, and buen Camino. If you're born on the 14th, I'm also inviting you to listen the description for the number 5, because in its core, it's also energy number 5. But you are free spirits and teachers. And let me guess, you're probably loving the adventure and the idea, the concept of the Camino, embracing the freedom it gives you. But there is a duality for you. While you are deeply spiritual and sensitive to energies, you can also get stuck in material attachments. And you tend to look at the glass half empty rather than half full. You want more and more and more, and it's never enough. It's like you're never satisfied. There is always that inner sense of hunger. My challenge for you on the Camino is to learn discipline. Create a daily routine, just like I said for number 5, a routine that will ground you. You wake up, you walk, eat, and reflect at set times. And also practice generosity, practice giving back. Give without expecting anything in return, whether it's sharing food or helping someone or donating something you love. This will help you let go of material attachments. I hope that helps, and buen Camino. If you're born on the 15th, you are the charmers, and let me guess, you're usually the one who people want to be around. You are social, magnetic, and people naturally gravitate towards you. You have like this very, very strong energy, very sexual and attractive energy. But here is the thing, while you're great at making connections, you sometimes forget to connect with yourself. And my challenge for you on this Camino is take time for introspection and walk in silence, journal your thoughts, or simply sit alone and enjoy your own company. The Camino is your chance to reconnect with yourself on a deeper level. And I'm also inviting you to listen to the description for number 6, because number 15 is the same as number 6, and there you can also find some very meaningful insights. I hope that helps, and buen Camino. If you're born on the 16th, your gift is to rebuild. And let me guess, probably in your life you had to start over a few times, maybe when you would lose something and you just had to start from scratch, from zero. And that's your gift, that's your power. When things fall apart, you don't give up, you build, and you are the best crisis managers. That's your strength. But here's the thing, in the negative mindset, you tend to break. And instead of nurturing and trying to make better, you just break, you give up, you become destructive. And my challenge for you on the Camino is to focus on what you have. Maybe do a gratitude journal and every day journal some small things that you're grateful for. Pay attention to the small blessings, the people you meet, the food, the scenery. Learn to see the beauty in every little thing. Practice gratitude daily and use this journey to remind yourself of what's worth preserving. And enjoy the present moment. I hope that helps. Buen Camino. If you're born on the 17th, you are naturally a star. You're probably always in the spotlight. You're very noticeable, you're very bright, you have a very strong charisma, and people are always looking at you. People always want to repeat after you and look up to you. But in the negative mindset, it's either you do not believe in yourself and you do not see that talent of yours to be a star, you don't understand what's so special about you, or on the opposite side of the spectrum, you think too much of yourself and you are too snobby and you're like, I'm too good for that, and you let your ego to take over. My challenge for you for this Camino is, if you struggle with believing in yourself, then take the spotlight. Speak up, share your story, connect with people, like be the center of attention. Embrace that. Share your story, share your journey. And if you're struggling with your ego, if your ego gets the best of you, then practice humility. And I really challenge for you to step down a bit on the Camino. Sleep in the municipal albergues. Talk to people and connect with people that you wouldn't normally connect with in your everyday to-day life. Embrace discomfort and remind yourself that we are all equal on this journey. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you were born on the 18th, you guys are the dreamers, the philosophers, and deeply intuitive souls. And let me guess, you are someone who loves solitude and reflection, and you probably prefer quieter Camino routes and to be away from the crowds, and maybe even you were thinking about camping to avoid people at the albergues. Your gift is your incredible ability to connect with the unseen, to feel the energy around you, and to manifest your thoughts into reality faster than most. Your thoughts materialize super fast, but that can also be your challenge, because you tend to get stuck in the negative mindset and to get stuck in the fears and illusions. So my challenge for you on this Camino is to pay attention to your thoughts. What you think and feels becomes your reality. You really need to understand that. So you need to train and you need to work on the positive thinking, positive mentality, positive mindset. If you catch yourself, like, be mindful about it. If you catch yourself dwelling on fears or doubts, fast shift your mindset. Set an intention every morning. What kind of day you want to create? What kind of thoughts you want to be thinking. Write down your fears before you start walking and let them go step by step. There is a very good trick, there is a very good tradition that we have on the Camino, is to carry a rock with you. So you pick up a rock at the beginning of the path and you decide what this rock would symbolize for you. For example, if you want to let go of the negative thinking or any of your fears, you can put all that in that rock and carry it with you on the Camino and leave it either on the way, somewhere on the way, or at the end of your Camino, whenever you feel ready to let go of it, whenever you feel ready that you are over it, that you are ready to leave it behind. I also challenge you to stay present. You love to dream and you have a tendency to get stuck in the illusions. You like to think ahead, but the Camino is all about being in the present moment and savoring this moment. So notice the little things. Listen to the noises, listen to the birds singing, feel the crunch of the rocks under your feet, or really enjoy every conversation or the bite of the food. And this practice of mindfulness will keep your energy grounded and balanced. I hope that helps. Buen camino. If you're born on the 19th, think of yourself as a sun. You are the sun, you are the natural leader, you attract people, people always follow you. You don't even have to put any effort into it. People naturally follow you. But there is a flip side to that. Sometimes your energy can be too intense, and sometimes you tend to control over other people and situations too much. I'm also inviting you to listen to the description of the energy number 1 and number 10, because there is a lot of similarities. Your weak side is that you are unable to let go of control, and sometimes you really try to dominate other people. On the other flip side, you might hesitate to take and step into that leadership role. So my challenge for you on the Camino is, if you're having trouble and struggling with embracing that gift of a natural leader inside, then take leadership. If on the opposite, you like to control people too much and like command, then step down and follow somebody else. Let somebody else decide whether you're gonna stay tonight or where you're gonna eat, where you're gonna go, the pace you're gonna go with. Probably for you that would be a challenge. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 20th, you are deeply connected to family and community. And let me guess, You probably carry a lot of emotional ties, especially to your family. And this connection can either be your greatest strength or a source of pain. If you have a positive relationship with your family, it feels like a warm anchor in your life. But if there is tension, it can weigh you down like an emotional chain. In the negative mindset, you tend to hold grudges, not only against your family members, but anyone who has hurt you. And those suppressed emotions can make you feel stuck, unable to move forward. So my challenge for you on the Camino is to reflect on where you're holding on to resentment. Who are you still angry with? What grudges are you carrying? You don't have to resolve everything overnight, but think about what forgiveness might look like for you. And forgiveness doesn't mean excusing someone's actions or accepting someone's behavior. You're doing it for yourself, not for another person. Forgiveness means letting go of that weight, of that emotional weight that you're carrying on yourself, and you're actually doing only good to yourself. It's not about another person. The Camino is also an amazing opportunity to rebuild connections. It would be amazing if you could walk this Camino with one of your parents or your siblings or anybody from your family, or anyone else who you would like to rebuild the connection with or strengthen your connection. If you are struggling with any of your relationships and you are unable to physically walk with that person, you can do the inner work and walk with the intention of healing your relationships and letting go of the past. Every step you take can symbolize moving forward towards peace. I hope that helps, and buen camino. If you're born on the 21st, you guys are the peacemakers and the free spirit. You love to bring people together, and you also have absolutely no limits in your head. Everything is possible. There is no limitations. When you are stuck in the negative mindset, in this case, you might be either intolerable towards other people, situations. You might not be accepting something different. You can be like too rigid in your beliefs. You might have a lot of limiting beliefs and something is impossible, this is difficult, I'm not even gonna try. And you look at everything as an obstacle and not as an opportunity. So my challenge for you for this Camino is, if you are struggling with tolerating people who are different from you, I challenge you to use the Camino to break down those walls. So when you meet someone who is completely different from you, maybe someone who you wouldn't normally talk to in your everyday to-day life, strike up a conversation. Be curious and no judgmental. And for those of you who are struggling with limiting beliefs, who have a lot of, I am really challenging you to identify those limiting beliefs that are holding you back. And this could be about yourself, like I'm not good enough, I don't deserve it, or other people, people can't be trusted, or about life. Success is impossible for me, or this is impossible, this is difficult, and stuff like that. And as you walk, reflect on those beliefs and ask yourself, is that really true? Is that really my belief? Is that belief is really serving me? And how is it serving me? Is it serving me well? You could be influenced by the society or by the environment that you grew up in, but it's no longer serving you. So it's time to let go. The Camino is here to open your mind and to show that the world is full of possibilities. Let go of your rigidity. Embrace diversity and take this opportunity to become the best version of yourself. I hope that helps. Buen Camino. If you're born on the 22nd, you are the adventurer at heart and you're always a kid at heart. You look at life as a crazy, interesting experience, and for you the Camino is just like an adventure. You're not scared to step out of the comfort zone, you are not scared of the change. That's in the positive mindset. In the negative mindset, when you are not using your energy in the right and positive way, when you're not embracing your strength, that could be struggling with taking responsibility for yourself and for other people. Another weakness could be attachment to material things, controlling others, any form of dependency, alcohol, people, you name it, gaming, and fear of stepping out of the comfort zone, so fear of change. If you're in your negative mindset, you're probably not even going to go on the Camino because you are scared of the change. You're scared of embracing the instability. So my challenge for you on this Camino would be depending on your weakness and what you're struggling with. It could be either letting go of control over the situations and other people. And in this case, when connecting with people, I would challenge you to just listen. Like when you communicate with people, listen as much as you can without necessarily giving your input. Another challenge would be adventurous. Be adventurous and plan as little as possible. Go on an unexpected road. Let go of control. Let yourself to experience that sense of adventure, that sense of a free spirit. Let go of limiting beliefs if there is any. And if you are struggling with taking responsibility, well, you really need to embrace the philosophy that it's not life is happening to you, but you are creating your life. Take responsibility for your life, for your journey, how your journey is gonna go, set an intention, and I hope that helps. Buen camino. So there you have it, the Camino, just like life, they're full of lessons to teach us. And numerology gives us a very interesting and unique perspective on what these lessons could be. I really hope that you liked this unusual and unexpected approach to taking your Camino. I'm really curious about your feedback. Please leave it in the comments. And remember, this is just a super tiny piece of information that you heard about yourself today. The full numerology analysis can give a lot more than that. It can give you all the strengths and weaknesses that you have, all the life lessons, your connection to your ancestors, where is your potential, how you can unlock your full potential, what is your true calling, how you are likely to be in a relationship and what struggles you might have in a relationship, what health struggles you might have, and so on and so forth. There is so much to know, and if you are ever interested in learning a little bit more about yourself, about your life, why things are happening to you, how to turn your life around, how to bring a little bit of change, and to, like if you're interested to see the blind spots, something that you have never paid attention to about yourself, then I'm inviting you to work with me personally and inquire about a full numerology report or any other services that I offer. I would be happy to assist you, and I'm wishing you a very good day, and I'll see you in my next videos. Buen camino, everybody!